Welcome to another video. Um, I'm just gonna say this. The United States is a deteriorating first world nation. I mean, what I'm talking about, like it's a third world nation. I mean, all these problems are going on. I mean, Donald Trump still can't get over can't get over the fact that he lost the election, and he's still whining and complaining about voter fraud and count all the votes and you know he needs to stop whining, stop acting like a perpetuant little child, grow up, move on, and just realize that you lost the election. You are the projected loser, and Joe Biden is the projected winner. I mean, and I'm guilty of this. I mean, and I think I said this in a previous video. I mean, I voted for Joe Biden. I did. I'm guilty. I had no choice because I live in a rock hard conservative state called Texas. I mean, I voted for Biden because I just see Donald Trump as a mentally unstable, fragile, racist idiot. You know, and all these stupid Trump supporters are just on the bandwagon of him being cheated out of the election, and people still flying their Trump. The Trump supporters are still flying their Trump flags, still having Trump signs in their yards, and the Biden supporters having their signs up too as well, and flags as well. Like, I think the Biden supporters just have their signs still up in their yards. I mean, this country just completely, like, crazy. I mean, just a crazy, divided, deteriorating country with a shitty quality of life. I mean, I mean, people who live in the suburbs, people who live in the big cities, are all fucked up in the head. Bunch of brain dead, zombified losers. I mean, they have no brain, they have no soul. Period. Anti-socialness and cliquishness galore. Yeah. And plus, weird. Yeah. There's some weird things in this country. I mean, speaking of weird, I mean, I was at my parents' house for Thanksgiving. And I think after Thanksgiving dinner, I mean, I was watching TV um, with my dad, my mom, and my sister. I mean, my sister was setting up my father's new computer, and my mom was looking on and looking around, and my dad was watching TV along with me, and I saw this NFL football game. I mean, I don't remember who was playing who, which two I don't know what the two NFL teams names were, but I saw something that was just totally weird. Just weird. I mean, people, I mean, due to the due to COVID-19, and people can't sit with each other at football games, um, NFL football games. I mean, people had cardboard cutouts made of themselves to put in the seats at stadiums, and when the camera like zoomed in on these cutouts of people in the seats of the stadium where people sit together and watch the game, instead of that, just have cardboard cutouts of people in the seats uh, of the football stadium. I mean, in the place where fans usually sit together at. And I saw this, and it was just completely weird. And I saw this, and I said this. I mean, that's weird. And my sister said this. Well, Richard, that's the new normal. Yeah. I also saw something that was similar to the NFL game. I saw some videos of from the WWE's YouTube channel. And I saw a screenshot of a video of seats where where people used to sit in to watch wrestlers wrestle in the WWE. I mean, it's fake and it's scripted. They had cardboard cutouts of people in the seats, in the place of people sitting at the arenas. Like, my God, like, people in America have lost their minds through this pandemic. I mean, people lost their minds. Like, yeah, like, like you're gonna have like, I mean, you're gonna have cardboard cutouts in the place of crowds of people in the seats of arenas watching wrestlers wrestle and watching football players play football in the NFL. Like, and yeah, like, it's just like completely weird. It's just insane. You know, I watched a guy on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel. His name is David Dole, and he's the host of the Rational National. I subscribe to him. He's a progressive from Canada, and when he did a video about the about the pandemic here in America, he showed a clip from CBS on Twitter. It shows like people lining up in their cars for food in Dallas, Texas. And this was going on, like, and people were lining up at food banks in their cars in Dallas, Texas. And David Dole saw this, and he said this is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah, he said it was insane. Then he got a whip of the healthcare here in America, and he called the healthcare here in America insane. He said your healthcare system here in the States it's just completely nuts. It's insane. Like 45,000 or more Americans die every year because they can't get access to healthcare. And he said that doesn't exist in Canada or any other country that has a different form or version of universal health care. You know? I just got a glimpse of a guy from another country and what he thinks about America. But he talks about he's giving advice to Americans and Democrats on on how to on how to run a on how to make America better. Like I'm looking at this like, I mean, what's the point of making America better with democratic socialism, something that the Scandinavian countries have? I mean, what's the point? I mean, if things get better in America, but if things get better in America, like there's some things that will never change. America is just this antisocial, cliquish, ice cold country. I mean, it's probably gonna be this way unless there's gonna be a mass reprogramming of everybody through the media. Make people change, make people get out of what they are right now. But I don't see that happening. Yeah. Yeah. Cardboard cutouts of people in stadiums, at sporting events, is just god awfully weird. Weird and insane. I mean, yeah, and Donald Trump supporters are still jacking off to every word Donald Trump is saying about him being cheated out of the election, and and I'm the winner and Biden is the loser, and reality is Biden is the winner and Trump is the loser. And and I'm not kissing Joe Biden's ass. I'm not kissing Kamala Harris's ass, because both of them are neoliberal corporate Democrats. I mean, they're just basically Republicans disguised as Democrats. They have conservative views. Like, I mean, Joe Biden is against giving universal health care to everybody in America, and he talked about it doesn't work. I mean, universal health care didn't work in countries in Europe. I mean, in any other country that has universal health care, it doesn't work there, and we don't need to go to a system like that. And yeah, if that lands on his desk, he's gonna veto it. I mean, Joe Biden is not for progressive ideas that AOC, Nita Turner, Cori Bush, Jamal Bolton, who else? Ro Khanna. I mean, Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi in the House are for the things that these people are for, and I'm going to throw Bernie Sanders into this. And and the way I look at it, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they're probably not going to get another. They're probably not going to get another term, because they're doing platitudes and cliches through their victory speech when Biden won the election and beat Trump, and yeah, I mean, they're not full, like, they're going to be like, they're going to be neoliberals. They're going to be for corporations, huge multinational corporations, their donors, and big pharma, because they're corrupt. I mean, Biden is corrupt. Kamala Harris has a shitty record. I mean, I said this in a previous video. I think I said this, but I'll say it again. Kamala Harris has a terrible record. Like, she locked up children for truancy. I don't know what that's all about. And there's this black guy who was on death row who was innocent, and she just sat back and let this guy be put to death on death row. And she used innocent people who were in prison for prison labor. So Kamala Harris has a Kamala Harris, excuse me, I can't pronounce her name. Kamala Harris has a shitty record. And I remember watching this video of Dwayne Johnson, who was known as The Rock, who wrestled in the WWE. He called Kamala Harris a badass. A badass, yeah. Yeah, she's a badass, all right. A bad, evil witch with a shitty record who's a neoliberal corporatist hag, old hag. And she is. Yeah, she's the first female black vice president. And I really don't care. Because, to me, I mean, this woman is just as neoliberal as Biden is. I mean, the Democratic Party is a weak, pussified party that's trying to be like the Republicans, and the Republicans are a bunch of heartless assholes who are for business and donors and corporations and not for the people. And I think the Democrats need to be for the people, the poor people, but they're not. But Biden's gonna do a little good, in it, but little good things as president, but he's not gonna do a lot. I mean, he's just gonna basically be like Obama and Clinton, and I heard someone said this. I mean, Kyle Kalinske of Secular Talk, and he said this. You had Bill Clinton, then we had Barack Obama as president. Barack Obama was Bill Clinton 2.0, and Joe Biden is Bill Clinton 3.0. Yeah. Black Lives Matter is growing strong, and it is, but there's no movement for disabled people because disabled people in America are mistreated and treated like crap and just an afterthought, like they're nothing. A disabled guy in Texas having a hard time finding public housing due to his disability. I'm gonna say this, being disabled in America sucks. I mean, disabled people just have it rough here in the States. Yeah, I mean, the United States of America is just a crumbling, sinking ship. You got these hardcore American patriots who talk about freedom and full freedom and all of this, and they care about being Americans and proud to be Americans, and they don't give a damn about poor people struggling and suffering through this crumbling country, through the pandemic, people losing their jobs, people losing their homes through a mass eviction crisis. People are uninsured and underinsured and die waiting getting care through the crappy health care. I mean, a low minimum wage, people work way too much. I mean, in corporate jobs, corporations don't care about their employers, don't care about their employees, and they just make money off their employees and get rich off of them, and they don't care about them because, you know, to an employer of a corporation, I mean, a normal, regular, everyday person is just a machine to them. I mean, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's capitalism for you. I mean, capitalism is just destroying America. And you got these conservatives and these people, get these conservatives here in America talk about socialism is bad. Socialism is going to destroy America. And this is just hilarious. Some woman on here on YouTube sent me a comment on a video that I commented on, telling me that socialism is bad and FDR destroyed this country. And he brought out like what happened in Europe a long time ago with socialism. And I'm gonna say this, like, they're bashing and she's bashing FDR. Like, I mean, FDR pulled America out of the Great Depression, lifted everybody out of poverty by creating jobs, like building roads and something. Like, yeah, like, you know, yeah, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a democratic socialist. I mean, yeah, he was for universal health care, and as well as John F. Kennedy, who was for universal health care, and he was assassinated in a shitty city in Texas called Dallas by Lee Harvey Oswald. Yeah. Dying in Texas sucks. Anyway, yeah. So these rock hard conservatives here in America, and people who are against socialism and bashing other countries that have universal health care and programs that help people and care about their people. And this is just funny. I mean, my sister told me that in the UK, I mean, people can break in your home and take something away from you, like an iPod Touch or any little thing away from you, and they don't call you on the phone and tell you that they're coming to take something away from you. They're gonna break in your home and take something away from you. Well, that happens here in the US with police. Police break in people's homes without a search warrant and search people's homes, and they do forfeiture and seizures, like seize things from people. Like if a guy has a big huge bag of money in his motorhome, the cops will take it away from him. Yeah. You know, these Americans who bash other countries and who talk about what's really going on in America, but they don't have a clue why America is in the shape that it's in. But, you know, if I tell people like my sister why America is in the shape that it's in, they'll cut me dead off in a sentence because they don't want to hear what I gotta say. So, you know what? Fuck the USA and fuck that country north of the USA, Canada. Because I don't have anything to do with that. I don't have anything to do with Canada either. So, all I gotta say is overseas all the way. So, yeah, and my sister said, yeah, Richard, if you go to Europe, you're gonna see how bad and messed up and out of whack it is when you head over there. Whatever. So that's all I gotta say in this video. I'm wearing sunglasses, so the light from my smartphone won't blind me at all. So I'm wearing these sunglasses, and you guys are seeing me wearing these sunglasses. So doing this video in a storage house after midnight in the freezing cold and it's dark. So yeah, that's all I gotta say in this video. The USA sucks. Later.